I'm not having much luck with my Cordylines. I had a couple in the garden which died right back in 2022, and we replaced them with these ones, and for some reason they've gone really wobbly this year. I think it's down to the roots. We've had quite a lot of rain early on in the winter, and we've got quite a clay soil, and these roots really do not like it, and I've had to stake them. But they look green on top, but for some reason they've gone really wobbly, and I'm really not sure why. I don't want to dig them out, because I think if I prop them up, maybe they might have a better chance than actually disturbing them. These are just the ordinary Cordyline australis, but we've got some fancy ones, and we've tried them in the garden, and they just don't like it. What we originally did was think, well, we'll put them in the garden and dig them up over the winter, but they don't like being disturbed, so we've actually decided we're going to keep them in pots. I have had Cordylines in the garden grow up to about 10 feet, but it's got to be the right weather conditions, and maybe they're in a different spot, maybe the soil there is a little bit better. Cordylines in the wild can live up to 100 years old, but 2 or 3 years, and we've been putting them on the compost heap, and the combination of the weather and the soil has just been totally fatal for us. With the ordinary green ones that we're leaving in the garden, if they do happen to die off, I'm just going to leave them in the ground and see if they come back. Sometimes they do come back from the base. They're a bit weak. In New Zealand, they're thought of as being quite tough. When they have these wildfires, a cordyline is one of the plants that will actually survive, but a bit of clay, good night cordyline. But they are a strange plant. They're actually not a true palm. They're apparently related to asparagus. The ideal soil for them is well draining but kept moist. They dislike a heavy waterlogged soil. They prefer a loamy or sandy mix with plenty of organic matter. And pH wise, it's slightly acid to neutral is really the ideal soil for them. We're going to keep them in pots, and we're going to use a free draining mix, John Innes number 2, and add a bit of grit to it and a bit of perlite. It's when we come to pot them on, that's what we're going to use. All of the Cordylines in this video, including the 2 outside ones, are Cordyline australis, and only these australis varieties can be grown outside in the UK or have any chance of surviving. You can also get the fruticosa ones, but these are really house plants. But they are incredibly beautiful, and I can see why the Polynesians used to worship the Cordyline fruticosa varieties as a sacred plant.